everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so ultimately, it's been a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on, y'all. A lot of the planets are in retrograde right now, and when I tell you, oh my goodness, well, not a lot of them, but some major influential planets are in retrograde right now. And they're going to be going direct soon. Uranus is retrograde right now. Neptune is moving into Aries, and then when Uranus goes direct, it's going to be going direct into Taurus. Okay, so and it has a fall in Taurus, right? So just pay attention to what that means to within for you with your Uranus signs. But this is going to be a cardinal sign reading. That's Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. All right, the reactionary signs, right? Meaning there has to be an equal and opposite reaction, so to speak. In regards to things when you're dealing with Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, right? Or how it is one will set themselves apart within what it is they paid attention to in order for there to be balance in their ambitions. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend too long on this one because I was consulting. Right? I was consulting source, and it was telling me that it needed, or that one of the things that would be going on, right, is that I had to do this reading before I finished the Destiny Paths reading, and so I had to completely switch gears and everything, y'all. In short, thank you for your patience. Appreciate it, right? So, with Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, it being imprisonment, some of this is going to be in regards to possibly someone wearing some locks. The other one, what it constitutes as being locked in. Other people, even, it'll be about being in jail, right? But you know where this fits to it. And for you, let's see what other cards we got that come out. Okay, imprisonment and not making a journey in a commitment. If you're an alchemist, then it'll be about the being locked in to whatever the incoming journey, right? For some others, it's going to be about basically putting understanding what it is when one doesn't make a journey. And you got the numbers 29 and 10. In short, this is going to be about the stability and practicality that comes into place with what you're aware of and what it means to be aware, right? When there's some naivety, what to be aware of when there is naivety. All right, so paying attention to those different things. All right, now in the Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn aspect, this is going to be talking a whole lot about what it is that will be aligned in one's thoughts with their chest, their heart, what's going on with their hearts, and then their emotions, the head, the emotions, hips. It's given the song "The Hips Don't Lie." So, yeah, but I'm hoping we could get a little bit more clarity on it, right? I'm utilizing the okay. So it's a tower moment. It's a tower moment that comes into place with the strategy that comes from having a paycheck, pay period, there being an inheritance. Tower moment in the inheritance. And what it is that goes on with a wish fulfillment. Some of the other stuff this is given, it's like it was like a plan. It was a planned situation that will come into place with what will be going on to make this wish fulfillment come into place. So it has to be a tower moment that enacts or some, shaking things up. That's one of them. The other things is this is going to be talking about a location. Okay. in this whole location situation, it would have been about what would be going on for a week, and it's given the summarization of 10 years. So 10 years or tenure. Okay. One of the things that's really coming to me in regards to this with the whole tenure aspect, that'll be about the teaching portion. The other portion of it is when you break that or when you put that two and that nine together, it gives you an 11. So it'll be about the intuition that would be necessary in order for there to be a wish fulfillment with one's pay or paycheck, and over the course of 10 years, and getting that grounding or that basic aspect. Um, typically, I'm hearing about the political aspect. It'll be political science. What did you guys learn in political science and the 10th Amendment? Yeah, that's one of the definite things that you're gonna have to pay attention to. And within the towering aspect or the ending of the strategy for a paycheck, or the ending of the robbing a paycheck. Okay, so I said robbing, stealing. The names that could be associated with that would be Bobby, Robert, Robin. Those are the names that would be associated with it that I know right out the bat. The other one, right? It'll be about what it is that goes on a spiritual aspect when there are five spirits that are involved in splitting a payment. The tower moments that come into place with having to split the payment or the payout. That's really interesting. Or when several people, right? Because this is really interesting. So what is given is Capricorn, Capricorn essence, and how the Capricorn, the ambitions of this whole little situation would have come into place based out of the emotion in a spirit, or yeah, the emotion of the spirit. I got my moon cards out, y'all. What y'all done did? Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. One of the things that come into place, and I'm gonna definitely say this. Uh, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. They're all very reactionary. Now, the problem that comes into place with each part of these is what would quote unquote set it off. Okay, because the in the Aries aspect, it'll be about, what it is to protect and govern a land. In the Cancer, it'll be about what it is to nurture things. Libra, it'll be about providing justice. And then Capricorn, it'll be about not only the ambitions, but it'll also be about what different connecting factors that will come into place with it. Some of this is going to be about root chakra work that will be going on. Other portions of it will be about what would be happening. Okay. It says show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. It was some work that would have been done. And we're in Aquarius season. Happy Earth Day, Aquariuses. Happy Earth Day, Aquariuses. Conclusions are within reach. So within showing the world who a person really is, who a person is, uh, and it would be in a full moon eclipse. It was something that would have been written. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. It is something that would have been written down, and that's the tower moment as to why a person wouldn't take a journey for that whole wish fulfillment. Within show the world the real you, and conclusions are within reach. So in short, with seeing who a real person is, that's gonna be what the conclusion of a situation is, and to see if they match, to see if it matches. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. For Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. It seems like y'all had a good understanding of what it is to be, what goes on when you sneaky with your payment, or you sneaky with, or you've been sneaky over the course of 10 years. been a thief, highest vibration, it'll be the strategy for 10 years. 10 years, 10 years. In short, the strategy for learning what it is that will go on with learning. One of the things I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're watching my page, we're adults on my page, and we're adults in real life. So, ask your questions accordingly. Ask your questions accordingly, okay? And they will be answered accordingly, okay? But not in that weird way that y'all like to do things. Especially considering with this wish fulfillment, that's the earth, the ending or the tower, that could constitute as the fire. With manifesting stuff, using moon magic to manifest stuff. One, I'm gonna go ahead and ask this because it's coming to me. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Did you either blow out the candle and did you clean your candle? Because typically that'd be a problem. But luck is on your side. All right, prosperity lies ahead. A personal issue reaches resolution. Bring love into the situation. You are good enough. Hold your vision. Some of this, okay, since I don't see any candles, a fiery climax approaches. As a reaction to certain things, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, what you need to really pay attention to is, and it's not climax, because this came in the reverse. A lot of Libra essence been coming around a whole lot. So one of the songs, it was, I didn't play it on her, but it's "Let It Burn" by Usher and Climax, going nowhere since we reached the climax, right? So within this whole situation, it not being a climax, it not being, because after the rise and fall, because after the climax, that's when everything is pretty much done with, right? But within that fiery climax approaching, right? So that's that portion. The other portion of it could certainly be in regards to, y'all know, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. You could fit in where it would go. But what I'm getting from this is there was some moon magic that would have been done in order for there to be a wish fulfillment, so a person could be robbed. Wow. That's interesting. In the marriage, robbed in a marriage. Some of y'all pay attention to what's going on in y'all partnerships. Please pay attention to what's going on in your partnerships, and the information it is you have about your partner. Because if you know what's going on with your partner, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. You gotta pay attention to certain things before they happen. Okay? And typically, as a reaction, you'll become more focused from what I'm getting from this. Yeah, because it's giving Pluto essence. Um, Pay attention to what exactly it is that you will have go on in a situation. And the reason being is, uh, you'll get indicators of stuff for a really long time. I heard toxic lifestyle. If you're in a toxic lifestyle and you're doing business under a toxic lifestyle, or even romance under what constitutes as a toxic lifestyle, because believe it or not, if you're a pharmacy major, you technically constitute as having a toxic lifestyle. So just be mindful of that. But what toxicity really is, in regards to these varying aspects and the tower. In short, what would be making something sick, and how it would be stealing the payment, stealing an inheritance, the structure of stealing, the structure and strategy for a paycheck, burden. There being some burdens that would be going on. This burden card in the wisdom aspect, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Corn, Libra, Corn. You must have some Libra and some Capricorn in you. But the burden portion, needing to be needed, a need to be needed. Now, what this is going on is what I'm getting from this is you need you, right? That's really important to know. And what I get from it, be selfish, be stingy with your essence. That's one of the things that I've always noticed that continuously goes on, happens, takes place. And pay attention, because I was just about to talk about the planets. Pay attention to the fact that whenever the planets go in a particular way, so to speak, like if they go conjunct or if they go transit, or meaning they just passing through, and the other portion of it is Saturn isn't passing through. That's the biggest thing. Saturn, karma, what goes on with karma in regards to different partnerships and relationships, right? And how somebody, and I'm Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If you did, if you or someone did work on you in regards to receiving karma, right? It would be that it wouldn't be a karmic journey. There wouldn't be anything associated with it. And trust and not having boundaries. Trust having no bounds. Okay, so yeah, because on the financial aspect, yeah, the trust and the trustee, right? Um, but also what it is for there to be the queen, right? Overall essence of woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. That falls under the queen. The friendships most certainly, because you could even be talking about a friend. The friendships even fall under feminine essence opposed to masculine essence, because it's a feeling situation that will be going on, and in this aspect, you get the Cancer Capricorn axis, but you also get the Libra Aries axis. In short, what you're pulling from it would need to be how it is you would see things going as far as protection, uh, protection, Mars, warring, or setting yourself apart, because Mars doesn't only have to be about the warmongers. It definitely, a lot of people unfortunately do interpret it that way. But even in quote unquote warmongering, it's a understanding of what makes things different. What makes things different, what makes people different, what makes places different, okay? And in regards to the focus, I was hearing this song. I was hearing this song before I came on here. So loud. Now, and that's the other portion about being triggered. What it is to be triggered. I didn't post it again today because I figured somebody must have been listening to it. But what does it mean to focus? Like, me, can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus? And what do you identify as? On me. So that's that song. So that's that. Go and some of the thoughts and such that would have come into place with this focus in the higher learning, higher knowing, that Jupiter essence and luck, right? That comes with, we got the 33 ring. We got focus within the ringmaster of scrutiny and the river queen. So you got to focus on discernment, having clear vision, the details, so that there could be an ending within the flow, letting go, and natural movement of the intelligence of what it is that will be organized, so that things could end. The odd thing, or not odd, all of this realistically boils down to intelligence, the prime aspect that's associated with not only intelligence but the collection of information and communication, right? With the owl, right? Incoming owl, deception and wisdom. Yeah, what's the difference between deception, the deception and wisdom? One of the things I'll go ahead and say, when you need you, you take care of you by any means necessary, right? And in this partnership, what it looks like is that there's some theft, and it would be a wish fulfillment for a person to steal, mm, to steal a check, steal an inheritance. The moon magic, yeah, basically the moon magic is steal a check, steal inheritance, steal the family. Woo! Now, on the highest vibration, real quick, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, in the event you've done everything correctly, right? It'll be the tower moment that comes with the strategy of, of for the next 10 years, or understanding what it is that was going on for 10 years. Okay, 10 years, and what it is that goes on with teaching. What it is that happens when teaching. I could go ahead and close this out. Especially Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If you are a teacher, you're definitely going to enter under overstand this. Everybody who don't want to learn, it's like a healing situation. Healing and teaching are two things, one in the same. And it was 21, 22 when I said that. Is pretty much, you can't make a person learn. You can make them wish they had, but you can't make them. Just the same as with healing. You can't make them heal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it helps you guys out just a little bit. Gives you a tad bit of information as to, yeah, gives you a tad bit of an inclination as to a few different things it is that would be going on with you. Okay, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. I hope you guys are okay. I really hope you guys are okay. Um, if you like to schedule your own personal touch of clarity, you're more than welcome to do so at lightwork@gmail.com. All right. Because, see, remember, light work, it ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. And that's why you have to stay light while you work.